Alrighty, so for example 4, we have, again, 5 parts to this. So it's just a combination of both even and odd rationals. Radicals, I mean. So, first thing that we need to do with this 81 is figure out how to break it down, factorization. So 81 is the same thing as 9 times 9, right? And 9 can break into 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So 81 is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3, right? And we take them out in groups of 4 this time. So here, the answer is just going to be 3, okay? So essentially, 81 is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? We're taking them out in groups of 4, so that just leaves us with the answer 3. We took out one group of these 3's, okay? Alright, for the next one, we have an odd on the inside because it's, a negative on the inside. Because it's negative, we have to check if it's odd, and it is odd, so this is going to work out, okay? If it was even, it'd be no real numbers. Or not a real number. Okay, so now, we need to break up to 23 and our off to our side, okay? So if you don't know, if you're working with big numbers, again, feel free to use your calculator for this stuff. So I'm going to write 243, and then I'm going to just try some stuff. I know it won't divide by 2 because it's it ends in an odd number. So I'm going to divide it by 3 first and see what happens. And I got something, 81. So that's a great start, okay? So we have 3 times 81. Since 3 can't break down anymore, I circle it. 81, we already know 81 breaks into 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? But I'm going to just do it again. So we have 9 and 9 and 9 break into 3, 3, 3, and 3. So now, because there is a negative here, we have to put a negative for all of our 3's. So now, instead of the 5th root of negative 243, we have the 5th root of negative 3, negative 3, negative 3, negative 3, negative 3, okay? I know it's kind of crazy that I'm writing out all these steps, but I just want it to make sense, okay? So, we take them out in groups of 5 because that 5's on the outside, and that takes everything with us, okay? So for our final answer, we have negative 3. Cool. Oh, that was B. Okay, sorry. It's on the bird part. Alright, so for the next one, C, remember if it's on the outside, it doesn't matter. You just bring it down. So I'm just going to bring my negative down. And then the square root of 25 we know is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. And there's an imaginary 2 when there isn't a number, okay? So that one was pretty straightforward, okay? For the next one, we have a negative on the inside, so we need to check if it's odd. It's not odd. That's an issue. So that means this is not a real number. No real number, okay? This one's imaginary. Right, for the next one, we have 64. We need to break that down. So we have 64. What times what gives you 64? 8 times 8, right? And then I can break 8 into 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2. So 64 breaks into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. Okay? If you need to use your calculator to calculate that, that is completely fine, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And then we have this x cubed at the end. So, because there's just 3 on the outside, we're taking them out in groups of 3. So we're taking out one group of 2 and 2 groups of 2, okay? So, we take this first 2 out, and then we take out another 2, and this is by multiplication, okay? And then we have our x to the third, and we can do our little trick, right? So we take our power right here, which is 3, and we divide it by this number over here, which is 3, and that gives us 1. So that means we're left with x to the first power. Okay, and then 2 times 2 is 4, and then we have that x to the first power. So our final answer here would be 4x. I know that was a lot of steps going on. Again, depending on what type of calculator you have, you might be able to plug some of this stuff in. If you have a simple calculator, you probably will have to do it by hand. But if you have a more advanced calculator, like if you look on here, this one actually has it cubed. You see it right there, it says 3 square, or sorry, a cubed root, I meant, in yellow. So you could hit the shift button and then click there. So instead of having to break this down yourself, you could literally type in the cubed root of 64. So for instance, I would do second, that cubed root of 64, and it's going to tell you 4. So you wouldn't have to go through all this work, you could just write 4. So play around with your calculators, see what you guys got. If you have any questions about your calculators, feel free to message me and we can talk about it. You can send a picture of it. Maybe I can send you some resources. But other than that, while I'm working the problems, I'll probably just break them down, okay?